The state insurance commissioner, Ricardo Lara, announced a new investigation into State Farm over its handling of the thousands of insurance claims from survivors of the Southern California wildfires. KTVU's Tom Vakar live tonight here in studio. And Tom, this all comes after Commissioner Lara signed off on State Farm's recent request for that rate hike.
He signed off on it, but it still has to go through a process. State Farm calls itself the good neighbor, but is it really there for all its California policyholders, which represent 20% of all California homes?
Homeowners in Pacific Palisades, Altadena, and Pasadena have a laundry list of grievances, so much so that the Department of Insurance says it will investigate. Harvey Rosenfield, consumer watchdog, attorney, and author of Prop 103 that has protected consumers for going on 40 years now, sees the investigation as a delay tactic.
That process is designed to protect the insurance companies. It's secret. It's behind closed doors. It takes years. It's not going to do anything to help the current survivors get their claims paid.
Policyholder grievances include delayed payments, denials of smoke damage claims, frequently changing claims adjusters, bad claims management, and poor record keeping.
You go to collect and they give you a hard time in order to avoid having to pay your claim.
State Farm, insurer of one of every 5 homes in California, wrote KTVU this: a fair review will find that thousands of State Farm customers are being helped by our teams on the ground in Los Angeles County and are very satisfied. In fact, State Farm claims the company has already paid out just under $4 billion to 12,000 customers as of this week. A pending emergency rate increase request from State Farm asks for an average increase of $600 per customer.
I would like to personally see an expansion of the existing bad faith laws against insurance companies.
Dan Veroff, a homeowner's attorney, says other states, including Washington and Colorado, have laws that assess triple damage penalties on insurers for undue delays and denials.
If you can't get adequate insurance, you can't get a mortgage. And if you can't get a mortgage, usually you can't buy a home.
Attorney Vernoff says the Department of Insurance's so-called sustainable insurance strategy is flawed in many ways, including under-insuring homeowners.
What are we going to get in exchange for allowing those rate hikes? We also don't have enough to guarantee that if folks harden their homes, reduce fire risk, that they are seeing their coverage options and costs match what they're investing.
And homeowners, you are paying for it. Tom Vakar, KTVU, Fox 2 News.